Okay, you guys, welcome back to this episode of World Drum Club. I'm Kalani, your instructor, and we are a Patreon-supported YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me. In this lesson, I'm going to be giving you guys some really excellent ways to improve your dexterity on the djembe or any other hand drum where you have a symmetrical playing style. This will help you improve your speed, your endurance, your accuracy, your timing. It'll give you a platform for developing flourishes that you can use in soloing, or you're developing your own patterns, or responding to the motions of a dancer or anyone else. These are going to be really useful. So these are very simple, let's call them exercises or etudes. Very, very simple, but very, very terrific, believe me. Okay, so what am I doing here? I just gave you a few examples, but let me break them down. So what we're going to do is we're going to play sets of 3 notes. We're going to be playing triplets, and we're going to use 2 different sounds for each one of these exercises, and we will start with bass and open for this set. So we can have 1 bass and 2 opens, or we could have 2 basses and 1 open, right? Those are our only choices if we're going to have 3 notes with 2 tones. So let's go with 1 bass and 2 open sounds. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place our bass on the downbeat and play our open sounds in between. So if we have a pulse, boom da da doom da da doom da da doom da da, bass is here on the pulse. Right? Pretty simple. So then we're going to time shift that over 1 note, 1/8 note, and now we'll have the bass note will be on the 2nd note of the triplet. So if we do that, it sounds like this. Da kum da 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 da. Right? So now our bass is da-kum, da-da-kum, da-da-kum. Very syncopated. Number 3, only one possibility left, which is to put the bass tone on the 3rd triplet. Da-da-gu, 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 da-da-gu. 2, 3, 4. Da-da-gu, 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 da-da. Right? So this is what you're going to do. You're going to take this concept, practice it with bass and open, 1 bass, 2 opens, shift the bass note through all 3 positions, then do it with 2 basses and 1 open, and you can start with the open on the down position, and then you can shift the open. So that would sound like this. This is 1 open and 2 basses. No, it's not. This is 1 open and 2 basses. Shifted by 1. Shifted again. Okay, pretty fun stuff. I think if you're a beginner or even an intermediate player, even an advanced player, you'll find these really useful exercises because these will lead to things that are faster and louder and more hydro explosive, if that's a word. I don't think it is, but it is now. So later on, if you want to throw in these kind of figures to your soloing, you've probably heard people play that kind of stuff. Now, I am not an expert djembe player, but with these kind of tricks and figures, I can sound as if I could be. Now, before we end the lesson, so take these, we just talked about bass and open tones, but what I want you guys to do is transpose these up to open and slap as well. All right, so after you've gone through both iterations of open and bass, 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2, take it up to open and slap tones and do it there. And then, of course, you can always mix slaps and basses, and you can further complicate it for yourself if you want. It's up to you. Before we finish the lesson, I want to point out one thing that I recently got busted by a YouTube viewer, a student of a friend of mine, and I got busted because I was playing with my ring on. Oh my God, I'm doing it again. Am I? Am I playing with my ring on? Well, actually, I'm playing with a new kind of ring, and I'm going to talk about this in another video. This is actually made of a synthetic material. It's a rubbery wedding ring, and it's made by people at Zeolology, and I will talk more about that in the future. But for now, I'm going to leave a link below if you guys want to check out the ring that a drummer doesn't have to take off when he or she plays a drum. You can check out that. But I will do a full review on the Zeolology wedding ring. I guess it could be a friendship ring too. You don't have to limit yourself. But I'm really excited about this because I've always had a ring that's fairly tight, and honestly, sometimes I just get lazy and don't want to take my ring off. But that's a bad practice. Don't do that. You did not hear me say it's okay to leave your ring on when you play. But I did make a video where I did that. Don't tell anyone. Just keep it between us here on YouTube and Patreon. So thanks for watching, you guys. Do these exercises. Let me know how they work out for you. I think they're going to improve your playing a lot. Let us know. Comment below. Like, subscribe. Be a patron at patreon.com/Kalani. I'll see you guys in a future lesson.